Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about all of the new product launches from Sephora. I have a couple pieces here that I have not tried yet, so I'm going to share my thoughts as I get ready for the day. I want to quickly remind everybody about the BK Beauty summer sale that's happening right now on the YouTube shop. There are 3 makeup brush sets currently 20% off with the code YT20, and I've partnered with BK Beauty for today's video, so you're going to see the brushes in action as I do my makeup, but they're incredible. I love both of these. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy travel brush set with pouch. It comes with 5 brushes inside and the pouch is really convenient. I like that it has extra room. That way you can add your mascara, your brow products, eyeliners, any other tools you might need. Your eyelash curler can fit in there as well, so it makes packing very easy. And then we also have the Angie Hot and Flashy 7-piece brush set. This comes with basically every brush you would need to create a really detailed, beautiful eye look. Also an angled powder brush. And the third is the Nikki LaRose makeup brush set, which comes with a really nice mix of face and eye brushes. And the sale runs through July 8th, so make sure you take advantage soon if you're interested. I will make sure to link all of the sets, all of my favorite brushes, directly to this video with timestamps. So you'll see a little picture pop up on the bottom of your screen. And of course, all of the details, all of the information will be listed in the description box. Let's get started. I don't remember the last time a new product launch was quite as divisive as this new Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Foundation Stick. I did already do a first impressions review with a bit of a wear test on this, and I heard mixed feedback. Some people really liked it. I would say the majority, but not by much, really dislike this foundation stick. I bought 2 shades. I spent $90 between the two. This is shade 6? Yes, this is shade 6 medium. And I did say before I even reviewed the product that I did not think this was going to work as a foundation for me, for the climate where I live, for my personal skin type. I thought it would be better as a stick primer, which I like that idea. I've also seen people just use this directly on top of their makeup as a highlighting stick, and it looks really pretty. So it's not to say it's a terrible product. There's no use for it in your makeup routine. Maybe there isn't, but if you do have this and you don't necessarily love it as a foundation, I think we might be able to make this work. And I figured we would pair this with the Airbrush Flawless Foundation today. I haven't used this in a long time. It has been sitting in the top drawer. This foundation goes on like paint. It's like spackle in foundation form. Gives Estee Lauder Double Wear a run for its money, but I still really like it. It's incredibly full coverage, it's very matte, it dries down quickly. You'd think these two products would be for entirely different people, but I like the idea of mixing these two together because that way they balance each other out. This is going to give the Unreal Stick a little bit more of a matte finish, a little bit more coverage. It won't look quite so shiny. Whereas this needs a little bit more radiance and it needs something with a bit of slip to help blend and glide it around the face. So let's see what happens. I usually don't even need a full pump of the foundation, and in this I also wear 6 neutral. This is the first time I'm trying this, so I'm not sure what the ideal ratio is. Something like that. Blending this out with my A101 brush. This is the perfect foundation brush. I really like the combination together so far. This might be exactly what I needed to start using my Airbrush Flawless Foundation again. You can see I still have quite a bit of radiance, very full coverage. You can't see my skin shining through. It doesn't have that sheer, shiny Tin Man effect. Both products are meant to be long wearing, so this makeup should last me. The foundation brush does a really nice job mixing the two products together as well because it's so dense. But it's also evenly distributing both products. It's going to pick up any excess, so nothing gets cakey. This is what I'd envisioned for the Unreal Foundation Stick. I think it looks really nice as a primer beneath your foundation, especially if you're going in with something that's matte, full coverage, maybe needs a little help gliding around the skin. This is perfect. Am I going to use it every single day? Probably not, but for the right occasion and with the right foundation, I think this is going to be beautiful. I didn't even use a full pump of the foundation and I still think it's maybe too much. So the next time I try this combination, I'm going to go in with even less product. I still think it looks nice, but it is very full glam. If you wanted to sheer this out for summertime, make it a little bit lighter weight, I think you could use the stick, but just go in with a teeny tiny bit of both of these. I don't have a new concealer to try, but I moved the Gucci Beauty up to the top drawer and I've been using this every single day. And I remember why I liked it. Although I did not love this the way I thought I would when I first purchased it, I do really like it now. It's pretty matte. I feel like this is one of those self-setting concealers, or at least in my opinion. So what I want to do is mix a little bit of the Unreal Skin stick with this too and see what happens. Getting a little experimental today. This will probably work best with a lighter shade if you like a brighter under eye, but I'm just going to take my A506 brush and I'm going to pick up a little bit of the balm. It is makeup after all. We're allowed to play and experiment. If I like this, I may pick up a lighter shade during the next Sephora savings event. I'm so happy both Angie Hot and Flashy brush sets come with a 506 brush. This is truly one of the best BK Beauty brushes. It's hard to compete with the foundation brush. I use that one constantly, but this is incredible. It's the perfect size, the perfect shape. It's nice and soft. It does such a great job blending out concealer. And this is available in both of the sets that are 20% off. It's a bit hard to tell right now if the foundation stick made a difference. I think I'll know later on once I've worn the makeup for a little bit. If anything, it might help the way it dries down on the skin. What I can notice is much more radiance on my face than I normally would have with the Airbrush Flawless Foundation and the Gucci Concealer. Usually those two products together would look pretty flat matte on my face. And right now I feel very glowy. And all I had on was a little moisturizer. But no, it definitely helps add a little balm, a little juicy burst of hydration and shine to your makeup. Before we set everything in place, I'm going in with a new bronzer to warm up the complexion. This is the Cali Ray Sun Drip Skin Boosting Peptide Serum Bronzer. I saw this the other day at Sephora. I was so excited. It looks beautiful. I'm pretty sure there's only one shade, so depending on your skin tone, this might be more of a highlighter or an illuminator on your skin. For me, it's definitely going to add a little color. It has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. I have not even pumped this on my hand yet, so we are getting a first impressions. So it's meant to be similar to those viral bronzy drops from Drunk Elephant or the First Aid Beauty drops, which I tried recently. I really like those. I also have the Glow Recipe bronzing drops. It's a very popular product. And even the Makeup by Mario and the Say is somewhat similar in that it is a bronzer, but it's meant to be just incredibly skin-like and lightweight. And this does have, ooh, it's sort of a thick gel texture. I didn't expect that. I don't dislike it, but it's just sort of throwing me. No scent. Unscented, fragrance-free, that's always a good thing. It's got a little bit of a tack to it, but not in a bad way. I'm gonna need more. Ew, it is so thick and goopy. How strange. So it is similar-ish to those other products that I just mentioned, but not at all the same texture. If it doesn't end up bronzing me enough, that's okay because I have a powder bronzer here. I was just sent this new YSL bronzer. I took it out of the packaging. It's really pretty, very luxurious. So we're also going to try a little bit of this. Going back in with the same A101 brush. Blends out so easily. Wow, that looks really natural. I would say comparable to the Makeup by Mario in terms of finish and the way it sort of plays with all of the other products. Ooh, but you see, I love something like this for a lighter makeup day when you just want to add a little color to your face, maybe a little bit of concealer and then get out the door, it looks so pretty. You're not going to be able to build it up more than this, so if you like just a hint of color to your face, or maybe you want something to wear beneath your foundation, then I think you will probably really like it. In a different video, I gave you a little sneak peek of this new Huda Beauty blush filter. This is shade Cotton Candy, but I have not yet properly applied this to the face, so I'm going to go in with this today. It has a really nice smell to it. It smells like watermelon. I know some people are really sensitive to fragrance. I don't know why I like it so much because it's a blush, sort of weird, but it just smells so good. The A101 is truly a rock star makeup brush. We're going in with this again because it is the perfect size, so it's just going to help blend everything really fast. Do you see? It just gives a very light flush to the skin. Beautiful. I love the color. And did everybody see that Hourglass is now coming out with a liquid blush? Everybody's on the blush train this year. I don't know what is going on. And I cannot add any other blushes to my collection. I'm very happy with all of these products, but overall we are looking very glossy. So we're gonna go in with powder. I'm excited to try this new Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Pressed Powder. And this is shade Translucent Medium. This was sent to me a while ago and I have not touched it because I've been waiting to try it together. It does come with a cute little kind of poof, like a little velour poof in there, but instead of that, I'm going to go in with the BK Beauty 108 brush. This is one of my favorite powder brushes. It's kind of perfect for right beneath the eye. I don't use pressed powder that often. Usually I set my makeup with loose powder. I don't really touch up throughout the day. I try not to at least, but I like the idea of having a compact that I could just throw in my purse, take with me, or maybe this will end up being better as a finishing powder. I love the Hourglass powders. They're always so finely milled. They're light, airy, and baked. They never look too heavy on the skin. That looks really pretty. Wow. Do you see the difference? We needed that. If anyone was going to make a pressed powder that changed the game for me, it would be Hourglass. I also like the Chanel Les Beige powder, I do, but it's maybe a little bit too sheer. I'm going to go down the bridge of the nose. I always like this little pocket right here to be matte, and then down on the chin. This is really what you have to do if you're going to go in with that Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Stick because it's so glowy. As long as you properly set your face with powder, I think you can get away with it. Everything looks so much better adding that powder. Now I feel like the complexion really does look airbrushed, sort of lit from within. I still have glow and radiance. It doesn't look too dry, too dusty. It's kind of that perfect combination where everything is just perfected and smooth. I know I already applied a little blush, but this is kind of a blush topper situation. This is a blush lighter. It's the Hot Cheeks Velour Blush Lighter in the shade Juicy Peach. It is seriously the prettiest peach blush. So nice. It has a very, very light sheen to it. Going in with the A507 brush for the blush topper. This is a really versatile shape. You can kind of use it to contour, bronze, blush, a little bit of everything. I quickly filled in my eyebrows. Little update on the Hourglass powder. I don't feel like it's truly setting as well as my loose powders after all. It looks beautiful on the skin, gives you that soft focus airbrush glow for about 20 minutes, and then I feel like I'm getting a little bit shiny, and that could be because we had so many radiant products beneath. So I'm not gonna write it off just yet, but I do sort of think this might be better as a finishing powder instead of the powder that you apply to set your cream products. Have you tried this powder? What has your experience been like? Let me know what you think. I still really like it. I just would maybe use it a little bit different in the future. The only other new product launch causing as much controversy as Charlotte Tilbury is this Patrick Ta highlighter, which I really like. Again, it's a product that I like. This is the Major Glow Cream and Powder Light Reflecting Highlighter Duo. I picked up two shades, Daddy and Baby. This one I've played around with a little bit, but never on camera. I think they're really nice. All of the shades have a transparent or a translucent base, so they work on all different skin tones. And it's a much softer, more sort of innocent, demure looking highlight. I picked up a 501 brush and I'm just going into the powder down here at the bottom. I really don't think I need much highlighter today, so I'm gonna be light-handed, but also it's a lighter highlight, which is a kind of a good thing. I'm just going to add that to the top of the cheeks. Really pretty. We've had so many new complexion products. I want to keep things really simple and basic for the eyes, so I just picked up an A502 brush, and I'm just going into the crease with a little bronzer. I'm taking just a little bit below the lower lash line as well. Going back with my A501 brush and this Patrick Ta highlighter Baby, I'm going to put a little bit of that powder on the lid. How beautiful are these liquid eyeliners from Fenty? This is Boozy Bronze and Ritzy Rose. Both of these shades are so beautiful. The bronze is truly the perfect liquid eyeliner shade for me. I like going in with a brown eyeliner, but this one is metallic, and the rose gold is such a unique color. On the inner lash line, I'm using the rose gold, the Ritzy Rose, and see, it helps that we used that highlighter on the lid, because then the eyeliner pops. If we had a darker color on the lid, you probably wouldn't be able to see it. But no, the rose gold is so pretty. Wow. I'm going a little bit thicker than I normally would because the lid is so light. I want to create a really thick, crisp contrast so you can really see the eyeliner. It's so pretty. Once I hit about halfway, a little over halfway, I'm going to go in with the bronze. This shade is a little bit deeper. And with the bronze, I'm going to make my wing. The key is you have to keep the lid pretty bare so you can see the eyeliner. Eyeliner is now done. I'm going to curl my lashes, apply a little mascara, and then finish with lips. I'm going in first with my sort of easy everyday nude. I just want to show you the new Fenty lip gloss. This is Cezanne Nude from Bobbi Brown. This is the star of the show, and the shade sort of reminds me of the Ritzy Rose eyeliner that we have inside. So the eyeliner is going to tie in really nicely to the lip. This is the Gloss Bomb Oil in Frosted Buns. I love it. It feels so smooth, hydrating. It's so shiny. I love the way it feels. This is such a pretty lip gloss. Makeup for the day is now complete. It's very bronze and summery, totally my style. I love creating makeup looks like this. It's basically an everyday makeup look for me. Some standouts that I absolutely love at the moment include both of these Fenty Beauty eyeliners. They're so pretty. I love the metallic rose gold mixed with the bronze. You could wear them individually and they would be stunning as well. And it gives a little something to the eye without doing a lot of eyeshadow. You know, if you don't have a ton of time, you know you're going to do eyeliner anyways, but you don't want to get into an intricate eye look. Something like this gives a little color, a little interest without having to do too much. I love both of these shades. I wish they weren't limited edition. Let's talk about the Unreal Skin again. Has anyone changed their mind? I doubt it. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I will say I don't like this mixed in with the concealer. I had to do a little touch up over at the mirror because it did feel very hydrated under there, but it just wasn't sitting as pretty as I had hoped. So Saved myself some money. I don't need to go ahead and purchase a lighter shade to highlight the under eye. I don't think it looks that great under the eye, not on me at least. I do think it looks really nice mixed with the foundation. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you liked hearing my thoughts on some of these new launches. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. Don't forget to take advantage of the BK Beauty summer sale if you haven't done so yet. All of the details will be down below in the description box. All of the products will be linked to the video. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.